Can you feel it? Bughouse! Yes! All right, so, sometimes you just got to get them. You got to get them, get hyped for the video. All right, so we're going through Bughouse rules today. This is going to be a two-part series. The second one, we're going to have some theory, and definitely all the teachers in the surrounding classrooms and all the students in the classroom definitely heard that. We're going to be visited, probably. All right, cool. So they don't ruin the video. So Bughouse is a 4-player game. Oh, yeah, with 2 chessboards. 4 players with 2 chessboards. And each side has a different color. Now, objective of the game is just like a normal chess. You get the checkmates or flag your opponent. However you get the W, doesn't matter. Now, when I am capturing a piece, I am passing it to my partner who is sitting to my right. They're playing against another team on the opposite side of the board. Now, normal chess rules apply except that the captured pieces on one board are passed to the teammate on the other board, who then has the option of putting these pieces on their board. So, do you have to put your piece down as soon as you get it? No. So, when your opponent's, or not your opponent, your partner's passing it to you, you touch the piece. So, you don't have to put it down, therefore we can eliminate the touch move rule in Bughouse. There is no touch move rule in Bughouse. Typically, Bughouse games are 3-minute or 5-minute games. Now, the reason we have to play Bughouse with clocks is because I could stall forever to get a piece that I need in order to win the game or get an advantage. So say if I need a knight or I need a queen in order to win, I could just sit there and wait without a clock. That's why every game of Bughouse must be played with clocks. Okay? And these diagrams and such, like, whoever put the Wikipedia page together, they actually did a solid for once. Most of this was correct, only some slight changes. And the name Bughouse is slang for a mental hospital because in comparison to normal chess, Bughouse is intensely more complicated. Get some. All right, so captured pieces. We all know at this point, from the brief explanation before, that as these pieces are being passed to you, one, you cannot hide them with your hands, you can't keep them in your lap. They have to be visible at all times to be seen by your opponents. And the clocks need to be facing inward so you can see your partner's time as well as both opponents' time. Okay, we'll get more back to that in a minute. But with capturing pieces, you can place them down anywhere. Can you place more than one piece down? No. Okay. So, next, can you place a capture down? No, you can't. Because we had somebody who learned the rules and they were like, nah! They were so excited. But no, you can't. You can place down pieces on empty squares. Can you place down, say, a bishop that will check the king? Yes, absolutely. That is completely fine. Can you place down a checkmate? Yes, that is completely fine. So, we can place down pieces anywhere. The only exception to this is with, which piece? Pawns. Pawns cannot be placed where? On the 1st rank or 8th rank because they would automatically be queens. Now that gets us to the next exception rule. If a pawn makes it to the other side of the board, we turn it on its side, and you call out which piece that you want. Queen, rook, knight, or bishop. Typically it's going to be a queen or a knight, the best pieces in Bughouse. Now, with that pawn, you move it, say you called queen. You move it as a queen until it's captured. At that point, that pawn gets turned upright, and it gets passed, and it's back to being a pawn. We do this to not add multiple queens into the game. All right? So we could put a pawn on the 7th, but we cannot put a pawn on the 8th. Now, clock and completion of move. We already talked about the fact that there is no touch move in Bughouse. But this is an important thing to remember. Your move is done in Bughouse once you have pressed the clock. So say you've made your move and you're like, oh crap, my opponent just got a queen. He's about to checkmate me in 1. I need to go ahead and defend this. So I take my move back and I make a move to defend. Once I press the clock, though, my move is done. All right, the end of the game. And this is a common misconception for people new to Bughouse. They'll be playing the games, having a good time, and then all of a sudden, one person gets checkmated, and the other people keep playing. It's like, I just want to finish. No, no, no. No, just like in normal chess, once the king's checkmated, you don't capture him and keep playing until you take all the pieces. No, the game's done. If one person wins on a team, both people win on the team. Okay? Communication. Now, this is the part about Bughouse that you gotta have. You got to have it. Communication is encouraged in Bughouse. This is one of the main reasons that mastery of chess notation and a few other languages is kind of important. Because if you and your partner speak a language that, yeah, you've had that happen before? Yeah, like I had the same thing happen one of the first times I played Bughouse. My Spanish skills, even though we're in South Florida, aren't the strongest still. I'm working on it. Respect. But I was playing against two Bughouse partners that were speaking in Spanish the entire time. So that they'd be like asking for a caballo, and I'd be like, horse. I know this one, but I couldn't figure out the other ones. So they can get you with that.
Yeah, and
Okay, no stories then. So we're gonna have to cut you short because we're in the middle of a video. All right, 100%.
Oh, hey, video.
Why are you still speaking? Okay. So communication. Partners are not allowed to touch the other board. This will result in forfeit. Okay. So we get this right now that communication is encouraged. You can tell your partner where to move, but you cannot ever, ever, ever touch their board. That results in loss. Okay? So how about kibitzing? Can we talk about somebody else's game that's going on in Bughouse? No, just like in normal chess, you can't kibitz somebody else's game. But if it's your partner's board, can you talk about it?
Yes.
Yes, good. I was just making sure we had that clarification. Now, you definitely want to look at the next video. We've got some Bughouse theory for you. And then we're going to have some Bughouse games. Because chess.com is, I believe, the only chess server online where you can play Bughouse at this time. So, hopefully you enjoyed the basic overview video. Join us next time. Bye-bye. They wanted me to say bye-bye. Bye-bye.